across America. Thank you for listening to Late Night in the Rockies. Facebook doesn't want me going live. They don't want me sharing Rumble. Fuck them. Point blank. I'm not gonna hold back. But God bless y'all as well. Hope y'all are having a pretty good day, pretty good night. So late night in the Rockies. It looks like it might snow, even though they say rain. But it's it's the bullshit weathermen that cannot predict weather with a crap. So where was I? Oh man, moving on. What an interesting day we've seen, right? The, the United Nations, the escalator stops working for President Trump. Then the teleprompter, not a surprise, not a surprise at all, right? He designated Antifa as terrorists and all the left-wing mobs. Not only that, vaccines cause autism, even if you take Tylenol while pregnant. You believe it? Doctors tell you to take Tylenol. And come to find out, Tylenol now causes autism. And babies, like, what else is big pharmaceutical not telling us about all their genetic meds, right? Generic brands. We already know J&J uses the gel from aborted babies, right? Oh gosh, let's see what else. Even Gillette, right? The lubricant to the razors. I mean, it's like every conspiracy theory that we have seen have come fucking true. It's been a long day, and I have to say, CPS, right? These child protective services, the same ones that take children out of out of families' homes because of bullshit allegations they can never prove or due to religious freedom, you name it, right? We've seen in democratic states where they remove children from Christian families oh, because the state says that the children are in danger because the parents don't believe in certain transhumanism, right? If the kid identifies as a girl and you try to say he's a boy, the state can come in and take the child because you disagree with your child's identical beliefs because the child is being brainwashed by the schooling system, the broken school system. Now, out here in Colorado, same thing. CPS sucks. They're they're a money laundering scheme. They put children in homes where there's sexual predators, where children are put in dog houses, right? Or children being hit with metal rods. But oh, those are caring families. Or oh, you're not a good parent, right? Forget about CPS. They are a corrupt money laundering business. That's all it is. To divide the family, divide the child like the Agenda 21, Agenda 30. You must divide the family. And this is funny because I got into an argument with a caseworker, right? A CPS caseworker. And she hung up on me because she's trying to target me. And I couldn't believe it. CPS targeting me because, oh, I'm such a bad parent and all. And I called her out on her shit. And what's funny about the caseworker, when I brought up, and I did my homework on this person, the supervisor, one of the supervisors that works at Department of Human Services, right? 50 to 60 kids went missing under their watch. And I brought it up and hung up, and they hung up on me. I couldn't believe it. Like, how are you going to not back your shit up, but you can silence me, you can hang up on me, and I'm the one getting grilled, and I'm just like, okay, I'm letting them just hit me with everything they got. I'm letting this individual foam at the mouth because I brought it up. I'm not a liberal terrorist. And she got pissed. And I mean pissed. We're not looking at, oh, hi, I'm with the department wearing a stupid badge and trying to have us kiss their ass. Oh no, she showed her color behind the badge. So there you go. And with all due respect, I've had people say, Thomas, you better watch out on how you talk about them. Sorry, I was just getting a cup of water, but no, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I gotta speak good about these motherfuckers. I don't care who they are. Like, if CPS was really for the family, they would be Oh, hey, we're gonna help you with anything you need. We'll give you resources. We'll make sure you and your family are taken care of. We're all for the children. And that's funny that this case, ma so it's management, right? Caseworker, same freaking thing. It's like, oh, my goal is for the safety of the children. Really, safety of the children, huh? And yeah, here you are, you got missing children on your watch. That's not safety, that's child negligence. Like, so, folk, I mean, I've seen people talk about CPS on how they come to the door, especially when you got a neighbor who's fucking leftist, a guy who has his balls in a woman's dress, and he's shaking it in front of 2-year-olds for fuck's sake. Oh, but come on, come on. That's totally okay. CPS doesn't mind that. But if you're a Christian, if you're an American, if you love this country, oh, you're deemed a child abuser, you're unsafe to the community. You see the logic with these dumbasses? Like, well, partner, we're gonna come take your kids. We don't like you. We're gonna put your kid with a guy who's a chomo and a transvestite. No evidence, just a guy wearing a woman's dress. The kid will be probably sleeping in the doghouse, but that's okay. That's a loving home, really. But what about the what about this Christian family that can't even have children? Something's wrong with the uterus with the woman, but she would like to adopt. Oh no, they don't support transgenderism. They don't support transhumanism and woke ideology. Now that's the problem we have in today's society, right? Oh gosh, where the fuck do I begin? I'm trying not to curse like a sailor. It's late night in the Rockies. And Facebook, for some reason, is not letting me stream Rumble right on there on the platform. So screw them, straight up screw them. I don't care. You know, tomorrow got a few things I got to do, but I'll be on tomorrow night. We are gonna do, of course, late night in the Rockies. Plus, I got a game channel. I'm also gonna be launching to talk about video games, sports, you name it. Also, I want to give a warm shout out to my buddy who I am currently talking to, which he will be the co-host of America Strong, Patriot Radio Network, and Late Night in the Rocket. Even though this is temporary, I am gonna have another name for the late night show. And with Rumble, they're like, if you talk about sponsoring us, okay, I can do that. I can sponsor y'all. Like, I don't mind doing it. Talk about y'all need to catch up on all the action. Please download the Rumble app. It's there's literally I can make $1 just by promoting their advertisement. So I just gotta I just gotta memorize the campaign. So here we go. So and they are a big sponsor. With me using their platform, Rumble has also become a sponsor. So here at Rumble, we want you to download the Rumble app so you can get notifications every time I go live. Be sure be sure to follow. It will help remind you when I go live. Also, be download the app. It's available for TVs. Wow, I didn't realize you can to those smart TVs the Rumble app. So please download the Rumble app. If you haven't already, make sure you download the Rumble app. It's free, simple to use, and the best way to stay connected to the content you want. Once you've got it, search for my channel and hit follow. That way you'll get a notification every time here at America Strong, Late Night in the Rockies, we go live. No missed shows, no extra steps. You can grab it now using the link in the description or the planned pinned live chat. Download it onto your phone and you're ready to go and your TV. And if you prefer watching it on the big screen, what I just said earlier, Rumble is also available on major streaming devices and smart TVs. Just search for Rumble and follow the channel and be a part of the action, which we're anti-CPS. I believe in a foster system that will help families to adopt children, not child protective services. Hey, yeah, Now, I also do need a, I also need to roll out this one as well. Supermassive black coffee. First off, they only use 100% organic beans, which are fire roasted in an actual Victorian era coffee roaster. When you place your order, that old school roasting method isn't just for show. It's what brings out the deep, bold flavors through the natural caramelization process. The result, a smooth, rich, chocolatey brew without bitterness or acidity you get from mass produced coffee. This is premium gourmet coffee made the right way. Not burnt, not watered down, not sitting on a warehouse shelf for months. It's roasted fresh when you order it and shipped straight to your door. Now, here's the best part. Supermassive Black Coffee is hooking up Rumble viewers with an exclusive deal. Use the promo code Rumble at checkout and get 50% off your first order. That's half off, so you can try it for yourself. Just head over to supermassiveblackcoffee.com, plug in the code Rumble, and see what all the hype's about. If you love bold, flavory coffee without the burn, this just might be your new favorite. Re- I highly recommend it. Wow. Oh man. Yeah. That that the- that is the only script I'll ever read, and trust me, I've heard a lot of good things about that coffee too. So, Supermassive Black Coffee, highly recommend. From yours truly, Patriot Pascal, here at America Strong Patriot Radio Network and Late Night in the Rockies. So, so, oh yeah, y'all are missing out on a good, nice, tasty brew. Mm. So, knowing what I was talking about last week about the Zionists and all that, calling these bastards out for what happened to Charlie Kirk, like, we still can't get over the fact that he was assassinated. We still can't because and how it was done. There's been so many conspiracies, but no matter what, you know, he's with us. We are America Strong. We are faithful. We are going to continue to have our voices heard and do the mission that God had him do to be to begin. Now we got false prophets coming out and saying that the rapture is happening today and tomorrow. That we're about to be raptured. Now, last I checked in the Bible, it says no man knows the day nor the hour except the Father. So I'm just telling all you hypocrites out there, stop misleading the people and saying that Jesus is arriving on this day or that day. We do not know the day. We do not know the hour. Only the Father. So stop spreading misinformation. You're starting to sound as bad as CNN, MSNBC, ABC, right? The same ABC that's trying to get Jimmy Kimmel back on the air. Stop spreading lies. Stop manipulating the masses because there are some people that are saying Jesus is never coming. The Bible is a fake, and it's not a fake. It's history. It's reality. It's an instruction manual. Like how Muslims say the Quran is an instruction manual for from Allah and Muhammad, just like the Buddhists that believe in Buddhism, same thing. Or the tarot reading cards, ooh, magical cards, ooh, oh, magical card. Am I gonna be a millionaire? Come on. I'm sorry. I had to get it off my chest. I knew someone who was all about that crap, and I mean, I'm not judging those that do it. That's your religion. I'm not gonna judge y'all. I, but I knew this individual, crazy lunatic, all about the cards, like obsessed. Like, okay, now if I were to have this person draw the cards for me to win the lottery, like the jackpot, the cash five, or whatever the fuck, am I gonna am I gonna be a millionaire tomorrow? The cards say you are, and then come to find out at midnight, I don't even have the right lottery numbers. What does that tell you? Bingo. Oh gosh, people. But by all means, that's your religious freedom. I'm not judging those that do tarot cards. I'm not. There are some people that do it, that are fine with it, besides the ones that are being stupid about it. Like I said, the one I met was all stupid. I mean, you're talking was that was that dumber than a bag of fucking rocks. I mean, hello, but what can I say? So yeah, now we got news to cover, right? Yeah. I'm gonna take back a little bit on the cursing. Now here we go. Global warming, right? The scam, right? We all heard about it. The banks investing trillions of dollars into global warming while we're dealing with global chaos. There's a difference, right? The same global chaos that the government's poisoning the air, the water, the food, using whatever they can. So Trump is not the UN, right? Not happening. Trump tears into climate change hoax at the United Nations General Assembly and warns countries of the world to break from the program. Good, good. Now, Trump declares war on the UN's orchestrated invasion and intentional destruction of the West to their faces. Of course, I mean, that's not a surprise. White House signals no plans to arrest sanctuary officials unless they commit a crime. Really? I mean, we got Democratic mayors that have funded illegals and crime and left their cities to rot in hell, like the mayor of Denver, like the governor of Colorado, the mayor of Chicago, right? The governor of Illinois. Oh, Governor Gavin Newsom of California, right? So they're not going to be arrested, so they just got a slap on the wrist. Right? Oh, it's okay. You can go ahead and destroy your state. Go burn your cities. It's okay. It's okay. We're just going to fund illegal migration. Now, Ryan Ruth or Roth found guilty on charges in Trump assassination attempt. The guy tries to kill himself with a pen. Is that the case, or is he feeling Epstein? I mean, come on. Oh man, Trump does 180 on Ukraine. Says Zelensky can beat Russia. Backs war escalation. Now, what could we see? Ukraine finally go to war. They finally get their fight. Russia makes it clear. They take out Kyiv. I mean, at this point, who knows what Trump is doing with that? Not only that, let's see. There's just so much that is happening, right? Trump needs to pull us up. He needs to break us away from this conflict. Salvadorian illegal charged with strangling infant sister to death in Virginia's Sanctuary County. Shh. Oh, but no charges, right? To sanctuary officials unless they commit a crime. Well, they are committing a crime. I mean, they're letting El Salvador, they're letting these people get away with murder and all. They slap them on the wrist, they go to jail, they get out, then they go back to committing their crimes. Let's see. Now, uncompromising and relentless. The Secretary of Health to study all possible causes of autism, including vaccines. Good. Let's continue to work on that. Breaking, YouTube says they will bring back creators wrongfully banned for political speech during Biden regime pressure campaign. Well, even before Biden was in office, YouTube was censoring conservatives. After free speech sabotage, Trump unleashes howl at the UN. Good. Breaking the Department of Justice task force on government weaponization against the American people launches investigation into Democrat Party. FBI yeah, directing illegal lawfare against Alex Jones and Infowars. Well, my message to you, Alex Jones, is get Owen Schroyer back. Put whatever BS beef you and Owen Schroyer have. Now, please, that's all I ask, Mr. Jones. We need we need Owen Schroyer back. I mean, he is really good. I like him. Oh man. Uh, so whatever differences you and Mr. Schroyer have, work it out and get Owen Schroyer back with InfoWars. He talked about on how you and him were close friends and how he was with the crew, the other show host. Please bring him back. Now, it would be awesome to see unity between you and Owen Schroyer, Mr. Jones. Now, there, there's just so much crap, even your local news. Now, first and foremost, it's just so much. It's a Tuesday night, and lately there's been a new kid on the block. He was just recently born, my son Josiah, and you know, cute kid, really is. Got my hair, got my looks. Shared a couple pictures on Facebook, and hopefully my stream is still going. I don't know if it is. Okay, cool. I was worried that right as I closed off my phone, my stream was gonna end. That's what I like about Rumble. Now, let's talk about some of these medications because it seems like there's just so many topics from World War to the mission of Charlie Kirk to this possible rapture with these false prophets and whoever else is spreading lies. Like, people, stop, please. That's all I ask. To those of you that want to go out there be a street preacher and say that the rapture is happening today or tomorrow or the next day, stop with the bullshit. Just please, literally, stop it. God bless you and your souls for wanting to preach the word of God, but you ain't preaching the, the right words. You're just telling all these people, oh, gather around, the Messiah is coming. Just as if the Muslim Brotherhood were to go out and say, Allah will be back tomorrow. Go out there and go kill as many infidels as you can, right? Now, I'm not sorry, not Muslim, the Islamic cult. There's a difference between Muslim and Islam. Now, you got the far extremist of the Muslim culture, which is Islam, where the Islamists will go out there and kill anyone because they're only looking at parts of the Quran where it says, kill those that do not believe in our faith. If we can't get them to join, and this is in the Quran, I've had friends that have shown me passages of it. It is true. Either if they cannot force us, if they cannot submit us to Allah, that we must be killed. That, it's sickening. It really is. Now, with the Muslim faith, there's there's just so much of it, right? Now, not all Muslims are bad. We've had Muslims fight side by side with our men and women overseas, mm, right? But let's not forget of the regime change because remember, Benghazi fell. After Gaddafi was murdered, Obama orchestrated the attack. He also orchestrated him and Bush and Clinton, the top three worst presidents, right? The destabilization of the Middle East. Now, we got Ben cocksucker Shapiro. Hate to say it about him, but he is. He comes out and said that we must make Benjamin Netanyahu president of the United States. He would make sure to bypass where, but technically, Barack Hussein Obama, Barry Soetoro, wasn't even an American citizen, and he was president. Oh, well, I better keep my mouth shut because now that might give Ben Shapiro fuel. But Ben Shapiro, he's been coming out. He's been, oh, my best friend Charlie Kirk, sitting in his chair. But look who's in charge, his wife, right? Erica Kirk is in charge of the Charlie Kirk show and a Turning Point USA, which is good. At least there is faith. There is hope. Because, folks, knowing that Shapiro is Zionists, right? And we all know what these people stand for. We're looking at a complex group of individuals, the club, which George Carlin talked about, a club that we're not welcome. And who wants to be in their club, right? Hell no. Huh. Excuse me, just had to get a cup of water while I refill. But if it ever came down to it, I grew up with a popular game, Assassin's Creed, right? We've seen the symbolism. It's not just a video game, it's symbolic. Now people are like, oh yeah, it's a cool game. Oh, history. Now, there are parts in the game, well, and the entire series alone, where they say, no, Unity, that's right. The start of Assassin's Creed Unity, it begins where this narrative voice, hi, welcome to Abstergo Industries, where the past is your playground. Now, time travel. Could they be using like these machines to see what has happened through time? Now, this would be another subject I would like to cover. Time travel and all that, like the Trump Code. That was a very good book. I bought it last year before President Trump was reelected. And there's just so many things that is happening. The Philadelphia experiment with the one of the naval vessels, right? It was supposed to go invisible and then it teleported. There's that. Like, you know, I wish this stream was working on Facebook, honestly. I really wish because I want y'all's thoughts. I really want y'all's thoughts on what I'm covering right now. I mean, it would be so cool. It really would be. And to those of you that are tuning in from Rumble, thank you. Thank you for listening. It really is awesome. Now, back to what I was talking about is this is another group, right? We got Skull and Bones, we get the Masons, the Templars, we got the Illuminati, we got all types of groups. And one of them is, yeah, the Assassin's Creed. And even in other games, for those of you that play other games that have that reference with Assassin's Creed, right? Where they live by a saying, and this is a true catchphrase: we work in the dark to serve the light. We are assassins. Ain't that something? Now, you got the Templars who are connected to the Freemasons, right? The symbolism, it's all there. They talk about the first civilization, which is something. A- And we're taking a look at all this. I mean, my father shared a documentary from UFO Diaries. It was a big time. He used to watch it as a kid because he was a Mars researcher, still is, and he was all about UFO Diaries. And one of them said, one of the guys on there, I think it was George A. Haas or one of the guys, and he talked about that there are us, these beings. Now, I'm sticking to politics and what I normally cover. I just want to get off of this because it has to deal with time travel a little bit, which blows the mind. But this is going to be for another show, another day to talk about this. But I'll just get it off my chest because I'm already brought up. Where these beings, what they say, maybe interstellar, like the movie Interstellar, right, by Christopher Nolan, Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway, right, and a couple of leftists. But who cares about that? But the movie, it talks about where they're us from another dimension. Now, ain't that something? Because UFO Diaries, when they brought it up, that they're us. So, and then, crap, I forgot his exact words, but it brings it up like the past is their playground. They're alternating our past, like in Men in Black 3. You see Will Smith, right? Some sort of a time shift happens and he goes back in time. It's just a lot of weirdness. It really is. Now, I heard people say flat Earth, firmament, all this. We all know the Earth is round. We take a look at the moon as well. Oh, it's now, don't get me wrong. I'm not judging anyone for their beliefs. I like hearing them out. I like to hear what they have to say, right? Like, it really is something. Because if the Earth was flat, then where's the edge of the Earth? The Earth is round, right? Christopher Columbus, he thought the edge of the world was flat, I think, right? Something like that. But he came to another continent. Now, we live in a time where we're making all these discoveries, right? Oh, CERN right now is going up the charts again for some sort of a particle. I forgot what it was. I was just reading the news story yesterday. I should have covered it then, but apparently CERN did something with this particle, and no matter what, they're playing with fire. That's all it is. Now, Trump did say today about AI having control with some things. Pretty much, oh, let's just give Skynet, right? Terminator. Let's just give Skynet everything. What happens when AI gets pissed off? These hybrid armies, right? The human, reptilian, human pig, human, artificial, intelligent, robotic armies, hybrid armies. Remember, General Scumbag Milley, the traitor, who was for Obama. Sadly, Trump had him as a general. Then Biden. He, in 2016, to West Point, he talked about what was going to happen in the future, the type of warfare that these people were going to face, and he talked about hybrid armies and little green men. Now let's scratch out the little green men. We're seeing human, animal, reptilian DNA splicing, embryo splicing, right? You, we've seen it happen in these laboratories, just like in Ukraine, the biolabs, which Trump also came out and talked about wanting to end these biochemical weapon programs, man-made viruses. And he talked about COVID, even though COVID was a scam. Let's not forget that. I seen what Trump talked about today at the UN. I I seen on how he was having his foot strong with the UN. He was making it clear. But let's not forget, President Trump is also on a war footing. The eagle's head is towards the arrows instead of the olive branch. It's all symbolic. We we are living in a time to where something big is going to happen. Now, I'm not saying this out of fear. Next month, I heard we got a nasty meteor shower coming. Well, an asteroid that's bringing such a debris trail, nasty meteor shower. Now, could it impact Earth? Could it light up the sky? Yeah. I mean, we're going to be seeing fireballs to no other. It's going to be spectacular for a lot of us science guys, right? I'm talking about actual science, not man-made science. Where, wow, could we see this comet or asteroid pass us, right? They're not talking about Atlas. Whatever happened to Atlas, the interstellar object? That's we're not really hearing much about it anymore. We're now hearing of an asteroid slash comet passing Earth with a debris trail, a nasty debris trail that's expected to have a meteor shower. We're expected to see something. Could this be blowing up the sky? Could we be seeing these rocks hit? I mean, I hope not. Or let them hit out in the field or something, or in the desert, and then make sure, hey, to those of you space watchers, you better get to it before the government does. Go go see what you get, what type of metals, what type of minerals we'll get from these space rocks. So it really is something. But we are leaning towards more for war. than what we've ever seen. And this was something I covered years ago. 80 years, right? Every 80 years, we're past the 80-year mark since World War II. Now, I've debated with people about Auschwitz concentration camps. Some people said that there weren't millions of people in there. Some people said, yes, there was, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't change the fact people were killed in these gas chambers. It was not just Auschwitz. There were many other camps, the same camps that they're trying to reestablish here in America. Now, just right near the Colorado Kansas border, I believe it's in Lamar or somewhere near it, there is an old concentration camp for the Japanese people. Not kidding. I've been near it last year, and they said that they were reconstructing it. Of course, you would want to have a concentration camp 1 to 2 hours away from any major city. Why? Just think. Why? Because it's out in the boonies. It's just like prisons, right? Prisons are not going to be in major cities. You'll have your local county jails, but the prisons, they're going to have them scattered out. Now, so it is interesting. We just got so much happening. The National Guard, we got Antifa being labeled as terrorists, these leftists, right? Now, my message to you, the American people that are fighting for your kids, that are fighting for the future of our country and humanity, because that's what it is. What Trump talked about today, he talked about on how the UN funded immigration and how they are the ones that are responsible for destroying countries. Not too long ago, there's a there's a channel on BitChute. Now, this person had these videos on YouTube before they were taken down. It's called the Fall Cabal, the Fall of the Cabal, right? And one of the videos talks about the United Nations and how they went into these countries. They're these peacekeeping officers, and what they would do, they would torture and rape young men, women, and children. Not kidding. And yet they said that they were trying to aid the country. They destroyed other countries like leeches. Like there's a saying that our parents would tell us before we go to bed, right? Sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Well, there you go. They're like a bunch of bed bugs, are pests, cockroaches. That's the UN. Blue helmets. They're a bunch of pests. So Trump calls it out today. And for him to have a stance with that, it blows my mind. And you got the European leaders all laughing. Like you could tell that they were not giving a damn what Trump had to say. He put them on blast with the tariffs. Not only that, why export and import oil and gas from Russia if you're going to war with them? Right? I mean, if I was going to war with a country, if I was president of my country and I was going to war with another country, why would I be getting any oil and gas from them? Wouldn't I be wanting to take out their gas, right? Their gas factories, their oil factories? Wouldn't I want to be fracturing their country? Not be like, oh hey, you get what we have, we exchange for your gas and oil, we do some sort of backdoor deal and lie to the public, right? What do you think the European leaders are doing? Yet they say they're afraid of Russia. They want to go to war with Russia. They want to declare Article 4 of the NATO treaty, right? An attack on one NATO member is an attack on all. These people are fucking stupid. They really are. Ugh. I'm just on one tonight, you know. And with me being on one, I'm also in a good mood. And you know, right now, I'm just calling out the facts. And the facts is, I'm a likable guy. I'm honest, loyal, caring. Y'all know I'm gonna be myself no matter what. I'm gonna continue to share the light, share the truth, especially when I got those that are targeting me directly because they don't like what I have to say. That I'm a threat to my own kids, right? That I'm a threat because I don't believe in vaccines. I don't believe in their way of living. I'm a dangerous parent. You got some fat slob over here. Now, trust me, this person is fat, disgusting, can't even take care of their kids, for fuck's sake. Now, I want to cover this real quick because this is one of the people that got this woke CPS work on my ass, right? Fat slob her can't even take care of themselves. Their significant other left them because this person want to let children have snacks. You see how pathetic that is? But they believe in vaccines. They believe in, I got to listen to the government. I got to listen to the doctor. Kids are going to get sick and die. You're so full of fucking shit, and I'm going to call you out. You might have attacked me. Ooh, you don't have to like me, you fat fucking slob. Trust me, this person's fat. We're looking at 300 pounds worth of protoplasm. Disgusting, self-centered, ignorant piece of crap. The one thing is, they try to cancel me. They tried to cancel the network because I'm such a bad guy. Try to get my kid taken because, like I said, because I'm an anti-vaxxer. Well, hell, take a look at the COVID shot, did. How many people died from the COVID shot? You really think I'm going to trust any vaccines that are going to be benefit for the children, knowing how many children have gotten autism over the years? Like even Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. came out yesterday in Trump. The link with vaccines and Tylenol, your basic over-the-counter meds, for freak's sake. But I'm the bad parent because I don't believe the man on the TV, Dr. Fauci, Bill Gates, and all the other medical scumbags that are promoting vaccines that don't cure crap. I mean, this person can't even take care of their freaking weight and take care of the kids. This person has kids sleeping on the floor with cockroaches in the house. You got, oh man. Now, am I doxing this person? No. I'm just throwing out the plain facts about their living conditions. So please, I pray over the children. I ask for prayer over these poor children. The children that this individual targeted me personally, never liked me, always had some sort of a difference. I'll just say an ex-friend. Leave it at that. And this person decided to have the balls to target me. Now, you take a look. That Jabba the Hutt's we're looking at Jabba the Hutt's freaking girlfriend right here from Star Wars. Ah, me, Jabba Wabba. This fat fucking slob. And I don't care if they play it elsewhere. Let them get all offended because this person is stupid and wants to hit me with some BS. And I got the paper right here. They're trying to make sure I lose, right? That I'm not a fit parent. Really, I'm not the one over there telling my kids that they can't have snacks where it's so bad that kids are digging into the trash for a fucking snack, that they're arguing with their significant other's mother. And then the significant other's like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. I'm throwing you out of my house. Oh, gosh. So that's bad. I mean, clearly you don't need snacks. I mean, your weight says otherwise. These kids are freaking skinny. Like, those kids need to have protein. These kids need bananas, you name it, some meat. Hell, apples, some crackers. And you want to talk about, oh, they can't have snacks? What about you, Jabba the Hutt's girlfriend? You're scuffing your fucking face with cakes and shit. Well, you got your auntie who's probably smoking meth, who looks like a crack fiend for fuck's sake. Gosh, I believe they're leftists. I really think so because why attack me for My stance with vaccines. It's pretty obvious, right? I'm no medical expert, but it's called I got common sense, and I've been around the block to see what vaccines do. I've never taken the shot. I mean, back then when I was a kid, when vaccines were somewhat all right, okay, we've all had it growing up, right? As kids, you needed your shots before you can go to school. You got your shots when you were born. But over the years, studies have shown that vaccines do not help, especially when you got the Secretary of Health. I mean, this is why we all like Kennedy. Some of y'all don't because of his stance. Not only that, he also changed his stance with abortion, which my friend's girlfriend, oh, you know what? I'm going to have to be blunt. She's a liberal. Right before she met my friend, she murdered her unborn baby because her and the guy broke up. You know how stupid that sounds? She could have given that child up for adoption. But then she talked about on how I felt like she was dying after the abortion. She was bleeding out clots. She she was very sick. Well, look what you did. You terminated an unborn baby 5 months of the pregnancy. So I believe that is the second trimester. I believe either, yeah, or going into the second trimester. I don't know. I don't know the weeks and all. The only thing I know is that there's a first, second, and third. I don't think there's a fourth, but I don't know. So I do not take advice from leftists, especially when you are so ignorant, stupid, deranged to all hell, right? Like I mean, this person came after me because they don't like me. So they don't like where I stand. That's why they got personal. That's why they filed to try and have my son removed. Fuck you. Straight up. Fuck you. Just like the CPS caseworker. I don't give a damn about your opinions. I don't give a damn for CPS. We don't. A lot of us Americans don't. Because CPS has failed to protect the children, right? How many times have CPS have put children in foster homes that kids are being abused? How many of these foster homes have sexual predators, domestic abusers, and I'm talking far sinister, right? Locking the kids in the room, locking the kids in dog cages, dog houses outside with no blankets, dog food to eat, slum, scumbaggish conditions. Like, oh my gosh, the horrors, the stories we hear of these horrors. It's, oh man, meth addicts. But if you're a white, black, Asian, right? If you are a Christian, a conservative, an American who wants to raise your kids right, you're a problem to society. That's how the Department of Human Services and Child Protective Services looks at you because you don't agree to their beliefs. Which I grew up in a country which a lot of our parents and grandparents and great grandparents did. We grew up in a country where land of the free, home of the brave mattered, where it wasn't about this bullshit. Yeah, you had the civil rights movement, Martin Luther King, John F. Kennedy, right? We've had all of this other crap, but to see CPS come in and target you because you don't agree to their opinion, oh, because Big Brother up there, the all seeing eye says that if they don't agree with our agenda, remove the child. If if we don't agree with Anthony Fauci, if we don't agree to the vaccine mandates, remove the child. Where okay, but a woman can go out there and murder her baby. Her body, her choice. Knowing it's not her body, but it's her choice to kill her baby, right? So what about our children? Ain't it ain't it up to us as parents to choose what we do with our children to give them a proper education to whether or not vaccinate or not vaccinate our kids? Like this is breaking news that Kennedy had been talking about for years. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He's talked about the vaccine crisis in this country. He's talked about on how we do not have healthy children in this country. That America is one of the sickest nations in the world. We take a look at the obesity rate, autism, AIDS, MS, cancer, right? Turbo cancers, no less. We are looking at diseases at an all-time high in this country that is affecting our children, right? Get rid of a lot of the red dye, get rid of the bugging. Yes, they are killing bugs and mixing it in our food. If you take a look at some of the products that says bio-engineered ingredients, you know, like for instance, I bet if I were to, here, I got a bag of donuts right here. Now, let's see. Contains a bioengineered food ingredient. A lot of products say that. Here, coffee creamer. Let's see. Coffee creamer. To those of you that like your coffee creamer, I'm just giving out the basics. Ingredients derived from a bioengineered source. What does that tell you? Could it be bug? Maybe. We got lab-grown meat being put onto shelves, fake salmon, 3D printed fish on the shelves, 3D printed chicken. So careful on the chicken nuggets you buy from your local Walmart. Now, another thing is that these children are getting sick, right? They are getting sick. And knowing that, oh, food stamps, pretty soon you're not going to be able to buy a Monster Energy drink with food stamps. Good. It's time we get rid of all the nasty, super hyperactive causes of death, right? Children have overdosed on monsters. I mean, we've seen it. Children have died. How many heart failures have happened with all these energy drinks? It's disgusting. I don't think food stamps should cover energy drinks. I really don't. Now, people can disagree with me. We can have a debate, whatever. We can have a debate about vaccines and all, but don't call CPS on me and try and have my kids removed. That's all I ask. We can disagree, but we can also agree on things we can. Be American. We don't have to go to war. You don't have to punch me in the face because I disagree what you believe in. If you want to go get a vaccine, that's your body, your choice. By all means, go be a junkie. Go be whatever you want. I don't care what you do with your body, but don't force your shit onto me because I will not accept it. Just like CPS. And I've heard from people, Thomas, do not fight them. Oh, I'm going to fight them. I'm going to take them to court. I will win any legal battle that I have to because last I checked, you cannot just take away someone's kid for having different beliefs. You cannot get emergency custody because, oh, the child is not vaccinated, the child's going to die. You want to take a look at how many children are in Africa that are drinking their own piss and eating their own shit? Take a look at these third world nations where children are having to drink their own piss. Do they need a vaccine? No. I mean, these children have stronger immune systems. They're living on the streets. Take a look in some of our local Democratic run states, third world nation states, where children are on the street. Same thing, eating from the trash. They don't have a vaccine, I bet. I bet a lot of these children have perfect immune systems without taking a needle. Now, another thing that was brought up is the drug use. You walk around downtown Denver, hell, downtown Colorado Springs. You walk around Colorado Springs, you see human feces. You see needles all over the damn freaking sidewalk, which is true. This is not fake news. I'm not spreading misinformation. This is really true, and it's happening here in America, where you had these democratic leaders and rhinos, right? The big oligarchs, big brother, and these in society freaks destroying our country. Like if I were to walk around Colorado Springs, I mean, I've sent pictures. I posted them on Facebook where you got 10 cities and parts of Colorado Springs, downtown, going to Manitou Springs. Nothing but homeless under the bridge, on the sidewalk, the alleys. You got overdose sites where people are just flopping dead, needle in their arm, and you see it too. It's chaotic. We are looking at third world nation states. And you would think when someone tells you this, like, you're crazy, man. What you know, someone can be smoking weed, which, hey, weed is not a drug. It's a plant, right? I don't smoke, but I support those that do. A lot of them use it for fuel because marijuana has proven the studies of marijuana, which trust the science, have fought and battled cancer. Herbal medicine. Instead of taking drugs from big pharmaceutical, just think about the Indians and the cowboys before big pharma came into play. You had doctors that were using herbs to fight off cancer, to fight off unknown diseases. So that's the thing. Back in the cowboy days, back in the old days, there was no vaccine, right? You had doctors experimenting with herbal medicine, and kids were fine. So, back to what I was talking about. You are looking at third third world dystopian states where drug use is at an all-time high, and it's disgusting. I mean, it is disgusting. So, and I'm covering all this because, you know, I don't, you can think what you want. That's your freedom. You can think what you want. You can believe what you want. But don't, like I said, don't be calling CPS on me because you and I have a disagreement. We can be gentleman and woman, or gentleman and gentleman, and we can be American. We could disagree, we can debate. Okay, but don't punch me in the face. Don't call the cops. Don't call Child Protective Services. Oh, this person ain't taking care of their kid. They're abusing the kid. They're not getting the vaccines. Screw you. Do you see me calling CPS on you for having your uncle who's dressed like a fucking woman around your kid? No. So so there you go. I mean, I'm not calling CPS and saying your uncle your brother is touching your kid or your sister's touching your kid sexually. So why come after me over vaccines? Just saying. Freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom of opinion, freedom of press, freedom of religion. I'm throwing all this out because I'm not going to sit here and be ridiculed and, and have my kid taken because there's a bunch of opinionated, dis- disagreeing dipshits out there that don't like what I have to say. Then don't listen to my live streams. Don't don't ruin try and ruin my life because you don't like me. Grow the hell up. Yes, I'm gonna joke because that's who I am. I'm gonna joke around. You want to come after me? Okay, cool. I'm not gonna be hateful. I'm just gonna joke and make sure the one who's actually acting like the damn child is put to the public, right? And y'all seeing on how I did it. I mean, I'm a comedian. Can I get on? I got a question. Oh, Cartman, by all means. So, knowing that you've been targeted, how do you feel? You know, somewhat stressed, but you know what? Haters can be hating. Let them hate. Because at the end of the day, I win. We win. And with all the prayers and thoughts over my health and over my kids, thank y'all. So now, I'm in such a good mood. Like, why am I in a good mood? because the people that are coming after me personally to try and wreck my life are the ones that are acting like idiots. They're the ones who are abusing their kids. I mean, hell, not letting your children have a snack. It's like, oh, you just get 3 meals a day or 1 or 2 meals a day. You're fine. That's child abuse, dumbass. To those that these are abusive parents. Like, if you're gonna be, unless all right, you don't want them eating the junk. At least give them a healthy snack. Apples, bananas, oranges, strawberries, grapes, you name it. Make them healthy. You don't need to be limiting them like they're freaking slaves, right? Children are meant to have snacks. If they're hungry, give them an apple. Don't be like, no, you can wait. What if they what if they eat dinner? They're still gonna eat their dinner because all right, they had a lunch and they're still hungry. Give them a snack. Give them a fruit snack. Like, don't especially don't be having your children living in a place with roaches and bed bugs and so on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And especially when you got an auntie who says that she's a or he or she, auntie, uncle, whatever they identify their fucking gender, saying that they just got done doing meth. Bullshit. If they're a former drug addict, okay. So, you know, by all means. But let's not forget that these people are dumb. And I'm the one being targeted? Come on. It's because one, I am conservative. And I will always be an anti-vaxxer because I believe in the science. I believe that vaccines do kill. Because, like what Robert F. Kennedy and other doctors have stated, vaccines take 5 to 10 years. And knowing that the vaccines that they're coming out that only takes 3 to 4 months, that's not safe. Our children are not guinea pigs. Our people are not guinea pigs. Like, and it's messed up. Within days, I happen to be a victim and getting targeted, especially coming after my kids. Screw you. Straight up, screw you. And I don't care if this person listens. I don't care. They, we're gonna report this. This person's hurt my feelings. They called me fat. This asshole needs to be taken down. By all means, I don't care. My point is this: we can disagree, but I hope we can have some sort of common ground. If not, then you go live your life. You go do whatever you want, and I'll do what I want and live my life and raise my kids how I want to. And that's the thing. It's disgusting when you got these horrible well, leftists, not human beings. I mean, how can they even be human? They got if their heart is as cold as Elsa's ice cock from Frozen, right? Oh gosh, I'm sorry, I had to. And knowing that this person is willing to fight and lose a relationship because they're not giving the kid snacks, or the grandparent is trying to give the kid snacks and you're arguing, oh no, do not give my kid snacks and being all rude about it, snobby, then, you know, don't, whatever issues you got going on, and this is to some of y'all that are probably dealing with difficult situations, don't take it out on the kids. That's all I ask. Don't take it out on the kids. Don't ban them from eating snacks. I mean, like I said, give them a healthy snack. So, you know, we got to continue our mission to provide for our children. I- I'm also asking for a lot of y'all that do work with the department that are conservative. You see where I'm coming from, is that we got a lot of left wing propaganda inside of the Department of Children's Services, and it's disgusting. Our children have been affected for a long time. Some of you that are a victim of being in foster care because your parents gave up on y'all. It it is heartbreaking. I was never put in that position, and I cannot imagine the pain that y'all went through. Some of you probably had good foster homes, good foster parents, adopted parents. I don't know y'all's backstory. But to those of you that are listening from across America, from sea to shining sea to across the world, I don't know y'all's pain. To those of you that were in a foster care system, but I hope I'm pretty right about this because it seems like I'm doing a pretty good job on backing my statements. I think so at least. But I told well I've had people telling me today, even yesterday, Tom, do not talk about bad about CPS. I'm gonna talk about on how children have been abused under their watch, how many children have been the M word under their watch, how many children have been yeah, tortured, how many children have been misplaced physically and mentally, the harm that has been done to some of them. Like these children that are put into these foster homes. Now, not all of them are bad. There are good ones, and the good ones are the ones that are being shut down and getting their foster license stripped because they're Christian conservative. They don't want anything to do with the left wing propaganda nonsense. And the moment you say, "Well, I disagree on the child getting the vaccine," or "I disagree that the child needs to be transhumanist, right? Believe in that woke culture," the child gets taken, and that's bullshit. What CPS is doing is heartbreaking. And that's the thing. And I'm going to call you out, CPS, the entire CPS industry. You say you're for the family. You say you care about the safety and well being of the children. Then why put them in dangerous conditions? Why put them in a house with a pedophile, in a house where they're going to be starved like prisoners, giving them dog food, locking them outside of the doghouse, slammed in the basement, whatever? Why put them in situations that are going to traumatize them? It's disgusting and it ain't right. Why take them away from families that can't even have children, right? And I'm talking about the families where the woman's uterus, there's something wrong with it, or tubes, whatever, where these women can't provide kids. And yet you're destroying families. CPS here in Colorado, you have failed your job. CPS across America, you have failed your job for the safety and protection of the children. And I think Trump's Department of Justice and the FBI should investigate y'all and find out how many kids have died, how many kids have been abused, how many kids have been sexually abused and went missing under y'all's watch. It is a damn shame. Y'all let cancel culture run your industry. I'm not like the rest of the journalists. And I've talked about CPS in the past. And what brought it up all of a sudden? This is something I've been wanting to talk about. I'm a damn ashamed of y'all. Not all of y'all, because some of y'all are conservative. Some of y'all are Christian conservative there. Or maybe not Christian, but conservative. So there's a mix of all of y'all that are for America, that are for the kids. And I appreciate y'all fighting in this field against these leftists that get so opinionated and they hate you for your freedom. They hate you for what you stand for. CPS, I'm just going to make it clear to y'all directly, to your management, to those of you that are being funded by these politicians. Do what is right for the families. Do what you say for the children, by the children. Show it. Do it. Instead of using commercial ads on TV, using propaganda, as a lot of you are only for the money, not the child. So go ahead, attack me, demand me to be shut down, because I will never have my voice silenced. I don't care if you jail me. I don't care if you have me punched in the face. I will not shut up. We, the American people, here at America Strong, will not shut up. We, the American people in this country, our beautiful America, will not shut up. We will call out the corruption. We will stand as one united America. We are tired of the children being hurt. We are tired of them being mentally, psychologically, and physically hurt. We are for the kids. What's your excuse? Go ahead. You can threaten to take my kid away. You can take me to court. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Let's have a good fight. But in the end, who really wins? Because who's the one that's looking like the idiot, right? You don't have to like me for my First Amendment right. You don't have to like me for what I believe in. But I hope we can have common ground. So there you go. Now I've been on for an hour and 10 minutes, and it feels pretty good. It really does. And folks, it really is something. I mean, it really is. And those of you that have known me for years, I'm not gonna sit here and just have this imaginary cock hit me in the face. Y'all know I'm gonna back the heck away and stand up to him like, no, screw you. Take that crap elsewhere. I mean, actually, CPS, why don't you investigate actual crime, actual abuse in houses? Like the house I was just covering, 9 kids, roaches, probably bed bugs, right? No beds, poor living conditions. The house probably smells like smoke. Who knows? You know, why don't you go after the real criminals instead of attacking um, families that are actually loving their children, that are actually giving their children the hope and desire that they want, a better America, a better future. Instead of ripping a newborn out of a mother's arms and saying that that person is not a good mother, and then targeting the father, saying that he's not a good father, right? Why don't you actually do a better job, CPS? That's all I ask. And I don't care if I get reamed by your company. I don't, because I ain't a coward, and I will not be silent. I will stand up for the children and for what is right. I'm, like I said earlier, I'm respectful, I'm caring, I'm loyal. Hell, I'm the biggest smartass as y'all can see. But when it comes down to covering news and facts, I'm honest. I'm 100% honest. I'm a loyal friend. I'm a caring dad. There's people out there that I know that give a damn about their children. And then there are some people out there that don't. And to the ones that don't, look at them. Like, some of them don't even care on how many children they got in this world. These are the people that are narcissists. They're all about partying, doing drugs, finding the next person they can have coitus with. What Sheldon says from the Big Bang Theory, coitus. But, you know, and then you got mothers out there that don't even care about their own kids. So it goes both ways. You got mothers out there who just want to be in the whore phase and sleep with every person they can, like it's some sort of a freaking football game. Sleep with the entire football team, if not the entire freaking all-star team. Trimba, right? But, question. What is it, Cartman? Sir, if you turn out CPS, you know they're gonna be mad. How do you feel? I think some of them would agree that work with the CPS business department. I don't see why not. Some of them are probably going to be pissed off at me. Okay, cool. They're probably going to be making threats, cease and desist, for me to not talk bad about the department. I'm, but then you got the conservatives, you got the Christians, you got those that are there for the children that are going to be like, hey, this Tom guy's pretty cool. 'Cause I know a couple people who actually work for CPS that are on my friends list that are conservative that I network with on X and Facebook. And, you know, they're fighting and trying to keep their jobs because of the wokeism, of the cancel culture that is running the business. That's all it is. It's a money laundering scheme. Now, don't get me wrong. If CPS were to shut down, there would be other businesses for adoption for children, where children will be protected, they would be handled safely, they would not be abused. Like there would be background checks and actual, I mean, trust me, there would be second chance with parents, but it determines is that on the second chance, right? As long as this person ain't shooting up dope all the time, right? Meth, heroin needles all over the place. That this parent is, ugh. Because, I brought up some of the trashiest conditions. Like I said, CPS cares for the safety and well being of the children, then help the families that have these children that are out in the streets. Give them a hotel voucher. Hell, if you can give Julio, who doesn't have citizenship in this country, Julio and his family, a, a luxury hotel, 5-star luxury hotel for 2 years, you can do it for a homeless family, CPS. You can do it, DHS, right? Food stamps, cash assistance. Come on, DHS. I know you could provide the funds, even Social Security. You care for the American people, as you say, then give the Americans more money. Stop ripping off the American people, especially you guys are giving out checks to dead people. You're giving money to dead people, especially a person who's 250 years old and a person who's also 360 years old. Please, where's confirmation of this person? I would like to see this person, 360 years old. Come on, big government, stop ripping us off. Come on, DHS, stop ripping us off. Give the give the families that have 3 to 4 to 5 children the money they need to provide. Families are struggling out there. There's a lot of needy families, and I see it all the time. That how some of these pa- some of these parents can't work because of disability. I'm talking about actual disability. But you got parents over there that are doing math and saying, "Oh, I can't work," but they get a check. Like the ones that are just abusing the system, not wrong with them. They're not wanting to get help. Oh, but they're getting $4,000 to $5,000 a check. Holy shit! What about the person that really needs it? The person who's got actual disabilities, scoliosis. You know, I got blood clot in my lung, right? So part of my medical scare that I'm currently dealing with, I got a blood clot in my lung near my heart. It's dangerous. And I've talked about my health on Facebook. Lots of prayers. Thank y'all. And yet I still get on here. I still love my children. I don't think about dying. Yes, I get a little worried. Well, I slightly think about it. But I pray every day. I read my Bible every morning on my phone. And I am determined on what comes next. Because, you know, tomorrow's not promised. And you know what? It's not. But at the same time, I wake up every morning and I'm blessed to be breathing the fresh air. I'm I'm blessed to be waking up, knowing I'm still alive. Because this thing could kill me. This thing could flatline me if it wanted to. But you know what? God has me here, just like how God has everyone here, no matter what they go through. And my best advice is Those of you that are suffering with chronic disease, don't give up a good fight. You love your family, you know what you're fighting for. Yeah, there's been times where I questioned when I suffered through this, when I'm spitting up blood, when my chest is hurting to the point of no return. And yet I say, I got a reason to live. I'm gonna keep fighting because one day I'm gonna be able to tell my kids when they ask, "Hey, how was it through the health scare or whatever it may be?" Like your kids look up to you as a role model, and if they see you pushing through whatever obstacle, just think about it. Those of you that are suffering with HIV, cancer, multiple sclerosis, my mom has it. My mom has been dealing with it since I was 5 years old, and she's had minor strokes, minor seizures. She's pushed through it. She still gets up every morning, works her ass off, takes care of 9 dogs, 7 to 9 dogs, ducks and chickens, turkeys, you name it. She pushes through it. That tells me something. 66 years old, and she's kicking ass. The thrill and the fight to see that and the charisma. That's where I that's where I get it from. I've had people ask, Tom, with you suffering, how's it that that thing hasn't taken you? Because I'm not letting it. You don't let the disease control you. You control it. Even when it feels like it's controlling you, you fight through it. Because in the end, there is a light at the end of that tunnel. There's healing. And that's, you know, I'm fighting for my faith. I'm fighting for my family. The reason why I want to be alive is because of my faith, my family, y'all, the American people, and my country. That I got a reason to provide for them, to see them grow up, to be successful. Because when this is all over with, I know I probably will have an operation. I don't know. I'm not no medical doctor. I'm not going to self-diagnose and what comes. I'm taking it day by day. Doing the test, doing what my doctor wants me to do. What I can say though is I'm proud of my medical team. I'm proud of my cardiologists. I'm thankful for them. I'm thankful for the medical staff God has put in my corner. And to those of you that are crippled, that have to get around with an electric wheelchair or crutches, whatever, don't give up because one day you will walk. I believe it. Keep pushing through. Life is a race. You're going to have obstacles, but it's up to you to make it to that finish line. You know, and I speak from experience with dealing with this because yeah, I do spit up blood and it sucks. I don't like spitting up blood. I don't like looking at that like what the hell has happened to my life? How did I get here? You know, at one point I was reckless. I was vaping nonstop. I was drinking so many energy drinks as a teenager. Oh, I know it's some of the effects of it. It bit me in the ass. I felt my heart at the age of 17 start acting up after I drank 4 to 5 monsters within one day. Monster Rehab. It was the lemon flavor. And I was like, oh man, it's so good. I didn't sleep the night before and I kept chugging it and I felt my heart acting up then. And then afterwards, I stopped drinking it. I was like, nope. And then I went to vaping and all that at one point. And I've been sober since from that. You know, and hey, in our teenage years, we ain't perfect. Some of us wanted to fit in, but be yourself. You don't need to fit in with that crowd, with the wrong crowd. Be yourself. Some people will like you. Some people will be like, oh, fuck this guy. Or fuck that girl. We don't like them. Okay, cool. No one asks for your opinion. You know, just like for the vaccine thing. You got your opinions. I got mine. Let's move on. But my message to y'all that are dealing with serious health issues, keep fighting. because in the end, it really is worth it. I know it's hard for some of y'all. I mean, I see my mom pushes through, and at times it she suffers a bit, and I pray every day. Some, some of y'all have lost your mothers, your fathers, your loved ones to diseases. Like, I, it's heartbreaking. It really is. Just enjoy every moment with them, but also keep the positive motivation with them. Show them that everything's all right. Keep pushing through. So now I am switching on my headset real quick. Give me a quick second. Hopefully it's connected. I don't know if it is. Can y'all hear me just fine? Cool. So, and I'm speaking on a personal note, having a heart to heart to y'all. Don't give up. Never ever give up. And I mean that. So besides all the politics and what's going on a little bit in my personal life and just being myself, I couldn't have done it without y'all, without my family, my children, my faith. We're all American. We really are. And for some reason, Facebook is not wanting to allow Rumble to connect. Who knows why? Maybe Facebook is like, screw this asshole. Like, I don't care. I hope I'm on YouTube. I mean, I'm not here to give y'all medical advice on what to do. I'm not here to tell you what you can and cannot like. Like, you can do whatever you want with your body. You can. And, you know, I've been through some hell, and yet every day I am blessed. I'm blessed for my children, for my parents, my loved ones, my faith, my friends, y'all, the American people. And it's true. I really am faithful on what I have. I'm grateful. I know there's some people out there that are not even grateful. They want more and they beg for more. Don't appreciate what you have because you might not get it later on in life. And that is the truth. I've seen people beg and complain and moan, oh, that's not fair. I'm like, what? You got a roof over your head, you got a couple of kids, you've got TV, a phone, whatever. Like, be happy on what you got. You don't need to buy the most expensive thing on the market. That's consumerism. Like for me, I got a Samsung Galaxy A16. Yeah, I want the flip phone, Motorola flip phone, that Razer, whatever, $200, or an Apple, right? I really don't care about Apple, even though it looks cool. But we all know the stories about Apple, like every single device, even with Motorola. But you know, you know what? That's just a luxury. That's a want. What I'm thankful for and what I need is, what we need is our basics: electricity, a place, right? Place for the kids. What we're grateful for is a place, running water, clothes that we have, our family, right? Our faith. Like I am thankful and grateful on what I have. I appreciate everything. I appreciate the little things people have done for me, and I say it all the time. Like, and I see some of these people complain, and one of my friends, he was complaining, and he's like, Tom, how's it that you're grateful for all these things? And he's like, what's your mojo? It's not about mojo. It's it's common sense. You don't beg for more. As you beg for more, and you end up getting an attitude and saying, "Well, I want this now." You start acting like a spoiled punk ass. You're not gonna get what you want. Well, what you need. Your wants can wait. Your needs is what matters. That's the reality. I've had my mom tell me this because as a teenager, I mean, I was a little reckless as a teenager. Um, every time there was a new video game, well, video game console or a new cell phone, I was like, "Mom, I need to get it. I need it. I need it. I need it." And my mom's like, "No, you don't need it. You want it." And she was like, "What you need is to complete your homework. What you need is to go hang out with your friends. You don't need every new cell phone and video game that comes out every month." For me, you know, I was stubborn, but to learn from my mom is I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the lessons that she have taught me. I'm grateful for the friends and for what I have. I really am, especially the radio show, especially here on Rumble, even though I'm late. And with me getting ready to have someone else run the show as well as a co-host, I do want to give a warm shout out to Angel Espanol. I know I had him on my show, and I mean, hey, he's a radio show producer. He was all about Tupac. You know, we had a good old 2 hour conversation. Pretty much, I'm thankful for Angel, Jaffe Ryder with WPRPN, so many other great radio show hosts and producers. There are so many great folk that I've gotten to sit at the table with, that have that I've been a panelist, and you know, I'm so grateful for that. I'm I am so grateful to be sitting at the table. It means a lot to me to have good laughs, to have so many incredible people be like, "Wow, this Tom guy is really cool." Yeah, I mean, I earn. I don't bitch. I don't moan. I don't demand. I scratch and I claw. And I'm an outgoing, easy-spoken guy who's not gonna have a filter, who's gonna be honest with you, speak on how I feel, and of course, I will be nice. I'm not gonna be a complete a-hole. I will be nice, and if I have any concerns, I properly address it. Just like some of y'all, like, "Hey, you okay, bro?" Besides the ones that say that, "Oh, there's no issue," and then you hear the gossip behind closed doors, like, you don't want that bullshit, right? That's high school. We're adults for a reason. So I know I'm just rambling on about other crap. It's late night in the Rockies. Now, let's see. I do have one more ad I do want to draw out because, hey, let's see. Hmm, the one that we always hear all the time, Patriot Mobile. Now, I haven't tried it yet, so here we go. I just saved it and I get 10 cents from it, supposedly. I don't know, but here, let's see what we got. Patriot Mobile is America's only Christian conservative wireless provider, and they're putting their money where their values are. Every call you make helps fund causes that protect faith, family, freedom, and our Constitution. Right now, Patriot Mobile is giving you an entire month of service absolutely free when you switch and use the promo code Courage25. That's right, your first month is on them. You'll get reliable nationwide 4G and 5G coverage, affordable plans for you and your family, and 100% US based customer support. And the best part, you know your dollars are supporting causes you believe in. So go to patriotmobile.com or call 972 Patriot today. That's patriotmobile.com, promo code courage for 1 month free of service. Boom. Check it out, folks. Oh man. I think me being a sales guy, I don't know, like, what do y'all think? Do I sound like a pretty good salesman? Oh man. Hell, I might as well just have Cartman just get on at this point, right?
What? I get to rent the radio show? Oh, fucking hey, dude. Sweet.
Here's truly.
And by the way, don't be Taylor's mad and be like that slob who is targeting Mr. Pascal, the Patriot Pascal. Just saying, we are America's strong.
You hear it. Oh man. Hope you all get to enjoy the show. Please feel free to contact me via email, Facebook message, even phone number. By all means, text me. You want to be a guest on the show? I would love to have you all. Um, last week was a busy week. Little Josiah was born, and just celebration and positivity. When my enemies are targeting me and losing their freaking minds, I'm here smiling like, "Hey, how's it going?" Yeah, it is a blessing. It is an honor. We are America strong. We really are. Because we are fighting a digital war. We're standing up against globalism. Our voices are being heard. Antifa and all the left wing morons have been designated terrorists, right? We are seeing interesting times in this country and across the world. We really are. And folk, don't be like crazy Ben Shapiro at the Daily Wire. I know some of you like him. By all means, you can like him. I just don't trust him. He's a Zionist, but whatever. You know, I just don't like him. I don't trust him. I think he's a snake, and a lot of people are questioning his motives, right? Because he was a turncoat. He really was, and he's just he's something else. Now, some of y'all that don't like Nick Fuentes, I've been listening to some of his stuff. I mean, he's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. He's got some ground with some of the things he talks about, right? And that'll be for another day, as I also want to look at the whole time travel thing, right? We're in the Alice in Wonderland through the Looking Glass Twilight Zone and interstellar type helios, and there's so many other topics I'm going to be covering in the coming days. And not only that, please share the live stream, share this Rumble channel with your neighbors and loved ones. Tell them, hey, we got this new kid on the block. Well, I've been around for a decade, but just me getting onto these streaming platforms have been a pain in the ass. I should have done this years ago, but I'm here now. Small window. Let's continue, especially with all the other podcasts coming up. The America Strong Patriot podcast, right, that I do in the morning, sometimes afternoon, and late night in the Rockies. Now, I am working on music. I got Burning Heart by Survivor. I got Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. Some classic rock. Probably some jazz music too, because I also got other podcasts I'm going to be launching. And with the help and support of my team, I want to give a warm shout out to my team. They are such incredible folk. And to my buddy Lewis out in Cheyenne, Wyoming, he's such an incredible guy. He's also launching his platform as well. Jeffy Ryder, Angel. and many others. Keep up the good fight. Keep fighting for the First Amendment. Get live, and let's continue to rock this country like it's 1776 and continue to share the truth and the light. As fuck, we are the storm. And I say it all the time, as we really are the storm. And we're not bought, and we ain't puppets. Thank you for tuning in. And y'all need anything? If your loved ones have been affected by severe weather, please shoot me a message and we can launch a Gifts and Go to make sure those funds get directly to your families and wherever else that y'all need it to go. Because, families are struggling out there, especially a lot of them are tornado victims, hurricane victims, wildfire victims. It is our mission to help our communities in the time of need. Especially a lot of them have old folk and small children on top of it as well, and pets. You know, it's one big family, really is, and we're all in this together as one big patriotic community. Who cares what the left says? Who cares what the operative media says? Come check out America Strong. Come check out InfoWars. Come check out all of these real news outlets, real dedicated patriot outlets that will not sugarcoat nothing, but be plain honest and go straight forward with that train and go through any obstacle that comes our way. Carmen, you want to finish it up?
Absolutely. So, hey, boss, thank you for tuning in. God bless ya. We are the storm. We are America Strong. God bless y'all. God bless the United States of America. Have a fantastic night.
You heard it from Carmen. Have a fantastic night. Love your children. Pray for our country and across the world. God bless.